everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good early afternoon to everyone. This is Welcome Tea. And just for you guys who don't know what Mad Day Monday is, Mad Day Monday is basically when I do a recap of other events that I thought was important and give you my opinions and my thoughts and my views of what's going on Mad Day Mondays. So, welcome to Mad Day Mondays, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please like the video on your way in the building. And we're going to get started on what's going on and what's popping on Mad Day Mondays. February 3rd, 2020. Well, first and foremost, of course, we have to meet up with basically Jay Wilson and Joy's vlogs, where they went to church together, had lunch and dinner together, hung out together, and had commentary together and did their thing. It was announced that Joyce will be doing the makeup for the Labor Day picnic event, I should say. I shouldn't call it a picnic because I don't know what it's going to consist of this year. But she'll be doing the makeup there. I don't know if she's giving makeup tutorials. I don't know if she's going to be doing makeup for an event they're planning on going to. I'm not quite sure, but she will be there to do the makeup. So I guess her and Jay Wilson has completely squashed anything and everything that they have had going on with each other, and they are basically building a budding friendship, which is great. You know what I'm saying? No one likes people to constantly fight all the time. It is showing a sign of adulthood that you can actually agree to disagree, move past your differences, and get together and work together. You know, at least some can. Then we have there was a meetup between myself and Rick Reed, of course, last week where we hung out and just chilled. You know what I'm saying? As I revealed a couple of days ago that where everyone I had to pretty much squash that with the permission of Rick because he's really protective of his partner, and as y'all know, I'm really protective of my husband. To reveal that yes, it was a double date basically that we had. You know, while everyone was starting trying to stir up rumors and controversy and nonsense and BS, we had to squash that rumor while it's not in the bud because people like to put things out there whether that's not true in order to garner nonsense and create BS. So yeah, we definitely had to squash that rumor. So that's what we did on that front. Also, what else happened last week? Nicole Tyler and Onsite April. Onsite April was Nicole Tyler's moderator. One of her moderators was not, and I guess during a live that happened, I think it was Saturday. When Nicole Tyler was live, on-site was modding for her, and I guess some things happened where on-site phone was in her pocket, and Nicole Tyler thought that on-site purposefully um, was deleting her some people in her thing or deleting comments and things like that. On-site explained that it was a mistake. Her phone was in her pocket, and her phone was doing things this and the third. My opinion about that is I don't know. I have had things happen in my pocket when I was because I keep some, like pens and stuff like that in my pocket. So I have had things happen where people were called, people were I mean apps was opened up. Well, it's not in my pocket, and it's not too far fetched. But at the same time, who knows? Nicole Tyler went off, of course. Did her Nicole Tyler thing on site? Pretty much laughed at her. Said she's not going to do all that. She's not going to go there with her, and it is what it is. What's up, Becca, baby? How you doing? Good morning to you, sweetheart. So that was that. Um, what else happened? Oh, 5A and James, of course, at it again. My thing is this. James has basically said that he's not going to be running behind 5A cleaning up her lies constantly. Well, it's not because it's exhausting because he has other stuff to do. But with that and doing that, it is about, you know, once again, people are hearing one side of a story, not knowing the history of a story, and then running with that. James explains to him what happened with his job and the accusations about his children. Five choose to keep on trying to beat a dead horse and say things that is not true. So James had to clean that up. With him doing that, basically what happens is that people don't understand, don't comprehend, don't think that it is okay. So therefore, what he has to do is reiterate his truth, reiterate the truth as he know it to be, because he was there. And of course, no one else was. So unless him or the children that he have come out here and say something different than what is being said by him, no one else has an opinion about that, period. You can't say something happened when you weren't there, when you can't pull up and verify the receipts that you say you have. It just is what it is. You can't do that because that's not what it is. You just can't sit up here and start making accusations thinking that it is going to be what it is. Hey Danielle, baby, what's up? How you doing? And when people do that, whatever, and choose to believe one side of a story without listening to the entire story, that's when the problem comes. So James said he don't have the energy, time, or inclination to keep on fighting the same fight, saying the same things over and over again. He's going to move on and just clean up part time. And of course, if something happens that's so egregious that he has to come in and clean up, he will do that as well. Hey, Shy Girl Complex, baby, how you doing? Good morning to you. Um, what else? Oh, this is just a quick reminder for people, whatever. Of course, I'll always read my messages, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I try to comment on some. I try to make sure that you guys acknowledge when you leave messages, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Even if I have to delete the message because the message is being rude and disrespectful. But I am completely aware of what's going on. And the respect goes both ways. It comes on my end and it comes on the other content creators end and the subscribers end as well. And when I am listening and looking at things and watching people and getting my information was not based on what people tell me and what I see on here, I'm completely aware of the history, the backstories, and things of that nature. Because like I said, I've been here for a while watching, not always commenting, but watching these people. So when I do that, like someone, there was a message that was left not too long ago on one of my videos saying that, am I aware that Tracy said something about Fibe's son, their son? I'm completely aware of that. But let me ask you the question of the person who have wrote that on my comment section. This is not me being disrespectful to you because I appreciate you. I know that you do watch me and you do support. But are you aware that Fibe also talked about Tracy's reproductive system before Tracy talked about her son? So upset about what someone said when they're just responding to what was said to them and about them. Hey Dazzle baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Is it not just as wrong for someone to call someone barren? Is it not just as wrong for that someone is trying to weaponize the fact that they are able to have children and someone else is not, for whatever reason, be it by choice or by nature? See, if someone comes at me with that, I don't have children. If you come at me while it's not, I'm going to use whatever's in my arsenal to get back at you as well. You can't tell me how to fight. You can't tell me what to say. You can't tell me how to say it. You can't tell me how to deliver it. If you know that you're sensitive about a certain topic or it's not, don't start trouble when there's no trouble that needs to be started. That just is what it is. It's not about, oh, well, let's fight fair. Well, if you're in a street fight, how fair are you going to fight? Are you going to set the rules? Okay, you can hit me in my face. What's the first thing I'm going to do? Smash your face in, because I want you to understand to leave me alone. And the verbal fisticuffs, shout out to Kwani, it's the same thing. You come after my reproductive organs and my reproductive system, I'm going to make sure that I hurt you just as much and go after yours, or the fact that you had children and they're no longer here. You can like it, not like it. You can think it's right. You can think it's wrong. You can think whatever. You can also have the choice to not watch the channel anymore. But we need to stop telling people how to fight. We need to stop telling people what's right and what's wrong based on what their experiences are. We can't tell someone what to do and how to do it because we're not them. We don't know how deep that hurt Tracy. Just because she come on here smiling and grinning, well, it's not. And being upbeat doesn't mean that's not something that she thinks about and that bothers her if she wants children. So if we're going to be so upset and offended by what she said about Fibe's child, why aren't we as just as offended? Hey, Miss Perspective Pet Baby, how you doing? Why aren't we just as offended by what Fibe said about Tracy and her reproductive organs? You know what I'm saying? And the lack of her being able to have children or having children. See, we need to be very honest with ourselves and say, okay, are we just going against Tracy because we don't like Tracy and jumping on the bandwagon? We don't like what Tracy does, which is fine. That's everyone's choice and right. But I heard and remember Fabe coming after Tracy for a while before Tracy even responded. Matter of fact, Tracy didn't even want to respond. I know it did. Tracy didn't even want to believe that Fabe was coming after her until she actually heard it live, and then she said what she said. How many times? That was the only time that Fabe came after her reproductive organs. But Fabe came after her reproductive organs first. And continually, y'all know how Fabe does it was. Now she thinks that it's cute and funny, whatever. And she likes to throw her child up in there was not as well as bait to get the argument started. Oh, well, you're talking about my child. You know what? Just stop throwing your child up in the camera. It is what it is. I'm sorry. It is what it is. So down to the main event, y'all. Down to the main event. We know that there's been this pop, pop, bang, bang, or as I like to call it, flop, flop, fizz, fizz. Because there was no popping, popping, there was no bang, banging. There was a flop, 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 and there was a fizz, fizz. I had a video about this yesterday, wasn't that? But let's talk about it. One thing that I don't like, that I don't understand, is when people write down, oh, you're jealous, you're worried, you're pressed, you're bothered. And I ask the question, how am I jealous? How am I bothered? How am I pressed? How am I whatever negative connotations people want to throw at me? Those questions are never answered, for one. Those questions are never answered, which is fine, you know what I'm saying? Because, ignorant people just says ignorant things just to speak and hear themselves talking, get their names mentioned, but it's not. So it's basically clout chasing. Ignorance is going to be ignorance regardless. But are you not realizing that everything that I say, everything that I do is a direct response to what has been said or done to me? I mention people's names just as much as they're mentioning my name. Hey, Miss Deanna Irvin, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Good morning. Because there's no direct answer. So that's why I put money where my mouth is. That's why I put money where my questions are. That's why the contest is going on to where it needs to make sense, make it make sense. That's why it says $300 up for grabs, because opposed to you writing down you're jealous, you have opportunity to win some money by telling me how I'm jealous, how I'm bothered, how I'm pressed, how I'm stalking someone. See, and the ignorant people don't realize that. If you think I'm jealous, if you think I'm pressed, if you think that I'm bothered, if you think I'm stalking someone, you can tell me how I'm that. And also have an opportunity to win some money, put money in your pocket. It has to, right? It has to make sense though. So the fact that you are just writing down random phrases, random statements, but not doing anything to clarify what you're saying is something that doesn't make sense to me. I could just easily say, oh, yeah, you're hating. But if I can explain and expound upon how you're hating or why you're hating, to show how you're doing this, a random statement out there. And who can't need or don't need $300 right now? I mean, who don't need $300? Like I said, they can buy a whole bunch of Michelob Ultras and strawberries. Yeah, that's shade. And y'all see how I acknowledge the shade that I throw at the people that I'm throwing it at? They can buy a lot of Beijing as well for your beer. So if I'm so pressed, so jealous, so upset, it is what it is. Tell me how. If you can't tell me how, write it in my comment section was not doesn't mean anything to me. See, actually, I could actually expound upon things that I say. Like I said, during the pop pop bang bang little confessionals that was done yesterday, whatever. If I'm on a reality show set and I'm living my life like it's golden, living my best life, I'm not gonna be mentioning people that I don't like. Unless the people that I don't like was mentioned in the background. What would you do to sell your souls? Things of that nature. At some point, we just start thinking critically and being adults about what's going on. If I'm living my life like it's golden, and if I'm doing my thing, I'm not worried about what someone else is doing. I don't have to shade anyone else. I don't have to bring anyone else up. I don't have to be upset about what someone says if it's not true. People are upset, pressed, and trying to prove themselves for what reason? You're living your life like it's golden. You're doing what you're doing without worrying about what someone else is saying or doing. So therefore, why is it that you have to prove yourself so hard and so vigorously, time and time and time and time again? Showing me that you guys are fine. Hey, maybe it's baby. Good morning to you. This is questions that I asked. I know Mondays was not. We ask questions that people don't want to ask. We talk about things that people may not want to talk about. We discuss and review things that has happened previously. So, with this flop fizz of yesterday was not. I didn't understand what the purpose was. Was it? Was that the purge that was supposed to have happened? Was that the clowning and the outing and the roasting and gagging that was supposed to happen? That they so desperately needed? Okay. Wasn't impressed. It was what it was. But to keep saying that everyone else who's not involved in this project is pressed or upset or mad or jealous. First of all, what do anyone have to be jealous of? Why was anyone pressed? How is anyone bothered? Talking about it, this doesn't happen on YouTube. So isn't that what we all do? Isn't that what y'all tune in for? To listen to people talk about stuff that happens on YouTube and give their opinions about that? So when does it happen that someone happens to be pressed about it? Because they're voicing their opinions about what's going on, especially when it involves them, especially when their name is being mentioned, especially when they're trying to be, when someone's trying to drag them. I'm confused. So like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm sorry, I'm a little bit more logical than some. Not saying all, but some. I'm a little bit more logical than some. Have a good day. Enjoy your 12 hours. Be safe, okay? Like, that's what we all do. We watch each other. We comment on each other's lives. We comment on each other's commentary. We comment on each other's what's going on. What's up, Carrie K, baby? How you doing? I don't understand that either. If I was in beautiful Mexico, was not on set, I'm not going to be worried about what's going on YouTube, especially when people that I'm worried about is not involved. They could have done StreamYard for that. You're absolutely right. If you're filming the show, film your show. But don't get mad or say someone's hating when the show starts being critiqued. Hey, Miss Paulette Waters, baby. How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome. Good morning. And that's just my thing. Like whatever I'm doing was not. I'm not worried about what's people that's not part of it. I'm not attention seeking was not that I'm coming on camera, fake laughing, fake with on fake camaraderie was not. You know what I'm saying? I'm being my genuine self. You know, personality for days, talent for days. You know what I'm saying? Living my life, my best life like it's golden for days. I'm not making videos trying to throw something in someone else's face that who really don't care. Hey, man, Pam, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? You just at work listening? Okay. Get your work done, baby. Make sure them things are right. Make sure the people's policies and stuff is cool. You know, make people get their checks, baby, because people need that money. Thumbs up. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't understand. But that, once again, that's me. Hey, Denise, baby, how you doing? At work listening to? That's good, baby. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. You know, that's just me. Like I could be wrong. Was I mean, to me, that for them that could be entertaining. That could be content. I guess. You know, yeah. So I just don't get it. Saying that was just something that happened last week. what's that? And what we do on Mondays is talk about what happened last week. You know, what all happened yesterday wasn't. It was still part of last week. Yeah, I just don't get it. But that's me. I'm let's say I'm different and I'm strange. I think I don't go places catching flights to get on camera to talk about somebody else. It's kind of like what happened at the Labor Day thing at Jay Wilson's house. People catching catching buses to go places to talk about somebody else. I don't get it, but it's one thing to talk about somebody was not and have a little hee ha ha was not. But if your main purpose is to get on camera for a roast and gag session when you in beautiful Mexico, I don't get it. Very childish, very tacky. You know what I'm saying? It just shows the level of maturity with that the people are. Like in Vegas, will I just talk about people was not? Hell yeah, I'm gonna talk about people. But am I coming on camera just to solely talk about somebody else? No. I'm gonna be showing if I decide to get on camera when I go to Vegas was not, I'm gonna be showing you how I'm celebrating my birthday. Hey Tessie baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Good morning to you. I'll be on camera showing you how I'm celebrating my birthday and how I'm having fun with the people that I choose to have fun with. Actually showing you how I'm living my life like it's golden. Not saying I'm living my life like it's golden, while all the while, you know what I'm saying, trying to shade someone else. Because the reality is, feeling better, that's good, sweetheart. Hope you make a full recovery, sweetie. Um, the actual best revenge is to live your best life, is to live a most fulfilled life, to be happy in what you're doing. And when you try to make someone else miserable in the process, well, it's not. The only person that's miserable is you. You know, and that's just is what it is. That's just how everything boils down. You can't sit up here and say, "Oh, we're doing our own thing," while it's not. But yet you're constantly having other people's names in your mouth. If you're doing your own thing, don't tell me about it. Show me about it. Show me something to hate on. Show me something to be pressed about. Show me something that I can't acquire, but I desire. You know, and thus far, no one on here has shown me anything that I have to have or I want so bad that I'm willing to sell my soul and my integrity for. I don't know about everybody else, but me personally, I'm comfortable. I'm good. I'm cool with who I am and what I have. I don't mind going to a job and working. I don't mind going to a set and working. I don't mind doing stuff behind the scenes. I don't mind doing stuff in front of the camera that I control. The only thing that I sign are NDAs to where I can't talk about who I'm working with and the work that I've done, which is big enough was that I'm comfortable with signing one. If it's not, I just don't sign it. I don't take the opportunity. I said that I walked away from plenty of opportunities that didn't mesh well with who I am and what my brand is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Denia, baby, you get your money back, baby. You get your money back? Yeah, Denia. Just asking, baby. You get your money back yet? Because that makes no sense to me that you don't have your money back yet. You know, there's another thing that will happen this week. Back and Miss Pim got attacked. People trying to diagnose everyone. People trying to diagnose most people with clinical depression. I didn't know that people on here are psychologists and psychiatrists and doctors and things. I thought they were a finance manager. I thought they were someone who drives a high low. You know, I didn't know that they were actual clinical psychologists and psychiatrists who can diagnose people with clinical depression. Didn't know that. Exactly, Tessie. An unknown point because I didn't get the point of anything that happened yesterday besides the Super Bowl, and that was a nice little outcome. You know what I'm saying for the Kansas City Chiefs. Congratulations and shout outs to y'all once again. You know, you say you're grown, you say you're adult, you say you're a professional. Well, it's not. Saying you're a professional, but acting like a unprofessional are two different things. How are you professional when you're constantly acting unprofessional? Presenting yourself in a manner to where I wouldn't hire you to do anything. I don't care how skilled you are at it. Because on that day, you're gonna sit up here and hey Mia, hey, how you doing, baby? You're gonna sit up here and act crazy and be childish and expose yourself. That's what happened, baby. That was a point like before like that was a point like when during the halftime when it was 10, the score was 10-10, and then San Francisco came back was not and scored those 3-point opportunities was not that on the field goals and all the other stuff was not. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be some bullshit. So it got boring for a while. So I turned on YouTube. Then in the fourth quarter, like the last 6-7 minutes of the fourth quarter, that's when it got better. Then it picked back up. Was that I'm like, okay, cool, I can watch this again. But yeah, I was just over it. I was just over it. Guys, I definitely understand what you're saying about that, baby. I definitely understand. I definitely understand. I definitely understand. But the thing is, that's the name of their game. They want to discredit you, but not realizing that for people who's actually looking carefully and critically, they discredit themselves. And then it's the people that are in a it's oh man and try to throw salt and throw ugliness into a situation that doesn't have to be. All these beefs that's going on could easily be, squashed from the very beginning. But for myself, I can only speak for myself. A lot of my reactions, a lot of my things is me reacting to something that has been done, that has been said. What's up, the hood type of baby? How you doing? Yeah, you're right, Tessie. A lot of them do. Drinking and drug problems. Drinking and drug problems. You know, and it's just, I guess, part of the nature of the beast. Just like there's a lot of stockbrokers and people who work in the financial industry was not have that easy money was not easy to win money or get money was not, and also easy to lose it was not, and I guess that pressure and stress of the lifestyle that they're trying to uphold and keep up. But it is what it is. But yeah, a lot of my responses to things was not that real that I make it is basically is just that a response to people not understanding to leave me alone. Just let me go by my business. If I'm not your cup of tea anymore, don't sip on it. Don't drink on it. Don't do anything with it. Just move on. Walk on by. And I'm okay with that. You don't mention me. Don't try to shade me. Don't try to discredit. Well, it's not. I won't do the same to you. I'll move on. I have things that I can be showing and talking about. But as long as you're constantly mentioning my name while you're in Mexico, while you're filming your reality show, you know, I'll be talking about it. And plus, whatever's on YouTube is on YouTube. Like I said, we all do that. We all talk about what we see on YouTube every once in a while. You can't be mad at that. You can't be upset at the fact that you put it on camera last night and people have an opinion about it. That's why I'm not. That's why I don't get upset about things when people say, "Oh well, he did this, he did this, he did this, he did that" on camera. What my response is about the lies, and people act like they don't see what's in front of them. How can you be so blinded to not understand what the hell's happening? But once again, selective outrage, selective seeing and hearing and understanding, willful ignorance. You know. But yeah, you guys, Mad Day Mondays was not that what happened last week. Pretty much was not in a nutshell. Of course, what I'm saying the same attacks against the same people was not. Let's attack Tracy. Let's attack Deanna. Let's attack. Let's use the same things. You know what I'm saying? Wig, feet. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, right. You know, a lot of people who are financial people was not have the biggest money problems or issues, and thinking that filing bankruptcy is the way to go. How about making the right decisions to begin with? How about living within your lifestyle? Just an option, right? You know, just an option. Living within the lifestyle that you have, making sure that you have more coming in than you have going out. That's just basic common sense. If your bills are this much, you need to be bringing home this much. If your um, income is this much, you should be living a lifestyle that can sustain this while you have enough money for savings and other stuff was not as well on this level. This is what it is, you know what I'm saying? How about stop trying to live high on the hog and live a life that you actually can afford? But that's just me. You know, we can't ask for everything, right? Everyone can't be everything all the time. It is what it is. And I know I'm gonna get some hate on this one as well. People commenting, oh, you're hating on them, you're jealous of them, you're stalking them, da 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 da. Okay. Thank you for your opinion. I appreciate it. I really do. But it'd be nice to tell me for me to find out how I'm doing that. How am I hating? How am I jealous? How am I bothered? I don't feel bothered, but that's just me. If you can accurately tell me what I've done, you have opportunity to win $300. Opinion is make sure it's truthful, honest, and makes sense, and you possibly win some money. See, that's what shows me what type of people's mentalities they are. They rather sit back behind the scenes and talk mess, throwing out little clips here and there, but yet not actually articulating what they actually need to say in order for them to actually win some money. But that's just me. You guys, I want to thank y'all for joining me. As always, was that this was Mad Day Mondays, February 3rd. We discussed multiple different topics. But yeah, this is really getting exhausting. This is really getting boring. This is really getting redundant. And I hope that everyone, you know what I'm saying, at some point soon, I hope, just decide to move on. You know what I'm saying? But once again, this is their commentary. Because how much they say they have multiple things that they can be doing. It's funny how they're constantly doing this, and which means I'm gonna have to respond to it, especially when you're trying to discredit who I am and my brand. But anyways, another thing for another day. I told y'all they love you today, you guys. Let you guys know that I do love you guys. I want you guys to be safe and happy. Once not, don't take in everything don't ingest everything that you hear. Not from me, not from anyone. Only take in things that help you be your best self, help you be the best person you was meant to be, and live your best life and discard the rest. In essence, eat the meat and spit out the bones. Do not allow people or things around you to be absorbed into your total being. Only take in things that help you be your best self. And as always, you guys, don't forget to love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else. If you guys don't mind, please like the video on your way out. If you haven't liked it already, I would definitely appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe as well if you like what you're getting on here. Like I said, right now we're in a little valley right now, but we will be climbing our way up out of that valley because there are so many highs and informative fun things that I do on this channel that I hope that you guys will be there to join me for that as well. Y'all have a great day, and until next time, this is your boy Food Junkie. I'm out. Bye, you guys. Love you guys. Have a great day. Peace.